We often need to compare decimal numbers and place them in order of size, for example, to compare times or to compare weights. We need to arrange this set of decimal numbers in order of size, starting with the smallest. It is usually helpful to rewrite the numbers in a column aligning the decimal points. It is also easier to compare the numbers if they all have the same number of decimal digits. In this example, all of the numbers apart from 3.5 have 2 decimal places. So we rewrite 3.5 as 3.50 by placing a 0 in the second decimal place. This does not change its value. To compare the numbers, look at the columns in turn starting from the left, which in this case is the units column. Then we compare the number in the next column to the right, which is the first decimal place or 10th column. And then the numbers in the next column to the right, which is the second decimal place or the 100th column. So let's look at the numbers. Start looking for the smallest number by comparing the figures in the first column. 4 of them all have the smallest number of 3. So to determine which is the smallest, we have to look at the figures in the next column, the first decimal place. This one has a number 1. This one has a number 5. This one has a number 2. And this one has a number 5. The smallest of these is 1. So the smallest number is 3.19. So write 3.19 at the beginning of our list and cross 3.19 out. Now compare the other numbers which start with 3 by looking at the second column. They are 5, 2 and 5. So 2 is the smallest. So the next smallest number is 3.24. So write it as the next number in the new list and cross this one out. The remaining 2 numbers which have 3 in the units column both have a 5 in the first decimal place. To determine which is the smallest, we have to look at the figures in the next column, the second decimal place or the 100th column. This one has a 0 and this one has a 4. 0 is the smaller than 4, so 3.50 is the next smallest number. So write 3.5 as the next smallest number and cross this one out. We just write it as 3.5 because that is how it is written in the original list. There is now just one number left with 3 in the unit column, so we write that one as our next number and cross it out. That leaves just one final number, 4.36. So we have arranged the numbers in order starting with the smallest and going up to the biggest. A lot of people think that 3.5 is smaller than 3.24 or 3.19 because 5 is smaller than 24 or 19. But by using the method just shown, we can see that 3.5 is bigger than 3.24 and 3.19.